My name's Daniel Henshall. I play the character called Skinny Man in Ghost in the Shell. Skinny Man is a character within this world of Ghost in the Shell where everybody has some sort of enhancement, some technological advancement, and his brain gets hijacked by Kuze, and Kuze wipes his actual memory, gives him a new memory, and then kind of controls him to do his bidding. The scene, the interrogation scene between Major and Skinny Man is extreme in that the context of the situation is here is a character who doesn't recollect what's just happened, what he's been a part of, and doesn't know where he is lost, and has woken up in a very bad dream in a straitjacket in the basement of some building, being interrogated by a very threatening hologram version of a cyborg, and absolutely has no idea why or what's going on, why he's there, and his whole life and his existence is being threatened. And then, of course, he gets taken over by Kuze. Kuze fully enters his body and controls him, and Kuze is speaking through him directly to Major. So it was incredibly interesting to be a part of and to be able to give life to, and it was great to work with Scarlett in that scenario, and Rupert, and such a weird and wonderful and whacked scenario. Yeah, Rupert's been great, very approachable, incredibly easy to talk to, very open to ideas, and once honed in and it's clear what we're all trying to get out there. He offers very good advice and suggests little hints to sort of stretch the fabric of the scene and to sort of nuance little moments to really make it come alive. And visually, I think he's got an amazing eye. I think that's fairly obvious as soon as you walk onto set and you realise how much detail and time and effort and experience and gifted, talented people who are working on this thing around the clock to make it come alive. So and all under his his vision. So it's the man's got a very strong vision. I'm so not from this world. I'm very much a person of the past. I want things to slow down technologically, and I want us to go back to being a little bit more self-sufficient and more community-oriented and less tech-heavy. But I understand that there's no stopping that train. It's full steam ahead to wherever it's headed. The exciting thing for me to be able to play a character like Skinny Man is that he's an amalgamation of two, classic characters within the original anime, and the sequence in which I get to play this character is quite famous, and we've picked that up out of the original anime and relived it and realised it in live action. So I think fans will look at that and look at the interpretation and the amalgamation of those two characters in Skinny Man in our interpretation, and will like that. Well, I hope they will, and I hope we've lived up to their expectations, or lived up to the actual original. It's been a wonderful thing to be able to portray, and I hope that it really sings like it does in the original. Michael Pitt has been very generous with his time. He was on set while we were shooting that particular part of the scene where Skinny Man is taken over by Kuze, and Kuze embodies Skinny Man. Michael Pitt came to set, and he came committed, and he came with ideas and passionate, inspired ideas, and we talked it through and worked it in to the scene, and I found that really exciting. I think Michael's going to do a fabulous job. He sounds, some of the ideas that he's spoken about and some of the where he'd like to take Kuze is pretty exciting. I think he's going to produce and create a very memorable character.